All right, we're going to start off with sharing your wins in the comments. Your wins this month. It can be in any aspect. Health, customers' health, business. Just start off with your wins. Okay, I'm not moving on until we have at least one. My win, what would my win be? I'm anxious to do my second reset. I'm really excited to do it. Isn't that weird? I've been sneaking into my new box already. I have my lean shake isn't here yet. So I ordered the new lean shakes. And did you guys know the price goes up the end of this month? So because of cost of living, they announced at convention, it's going to be at this price through the end of July. So I'm going to do another order. And did you see that there's a new vegan shake as well? It has the almond protein powder. So I did order that and I liked it much better than the pea protein, but the new lean whey doesn't upset my stomach. So I'm just switching back. So whatever was in the other one, I don't know, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's crazy because the proteins that are supposed to be responsible for that allergy are kind of removed during that process.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, Gina, my sister said the same thing. She got a little bloated on the other, so we switched to vegan.
Yep.
But now I've done 5 of the other lean and I've been fine. So I don't know. I'm excited about that because the vegan's a little more expensive. How about you guys? Yes. And you guys enjoying the new lean versus, I loved our other lean, but this is
so much better. I loved it before, but it's so much better. And I was talking to somebody today who has the vegan, and she did the lean or the whey in her reset, but then she also purchased the vegan, and she said they're both super smooth.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference too. They're just really creamy, richer, creamier, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a big improvement for the vegan.
Yeah, huge. It can taste a little almond in the vegan because it's the almond protein. I love almonds. So yeah, it was really good. Okay. So my topics. Ingredient throwdown. Okay. So we're going to learn the system. Well, first, should I talk about this? I'll talk about the Silver and 7. So this is something that we as a team don't do well with our silver development because we're so good with education and product and not sales, right? So our goal is to help people get to silver quicker so that they don't have to pay for their products, because that is why people quit. Not everyone can afford the products, and not everybody wants to pay for the products, even if they can afford them. And now in this world we're in, everything else is adding up more than than they had last year at this time for budgeting. So we are going to help people get their products paid for or create another income stream while getting healthy and helping their friends getting healthier. So what a blessing that we can do that. So our Silver and 7 is just challenging people that are new VIPs to get in this. We're going to do it in this group, in the Diamond group, because we don't want to add another group. We're just going to run it in the Diamond group. And it's just going to challenge, it might even challenge somebody that's a goal to do something a little bit better or a little bit different. Because with this business, things are evolving all the time. And you have to realize that that's just part of this business. Is we have coaches now. Andrea has a coach, Kelly Carlson has a coach, and I do. And they know what they're planning a year from now. We don't, right? We sit and guess and wait for the things to come out every month, right? So I love that we have the same coach, and all we really have to focus on is using corporate's tools and being ourselves and helping others and creating our own little systems, which we have through all the tools in our groups. We have a lot in our groups for you to utilize. And so think of it as a buffet of resources, and you have to pick and choose what works for you. So the main thing is, working means applying yourself and putting things into action. And the only way to do that is to do the scary things, right? And that means maybe show up for a work time. You don't know what it is, but show up anyway. And applying consistent work every day of posting on social media is something that will attract some people that maybe aren't on your radar and aren't on your list that you're talking to anyway. Doing daily IPAs. IPA is income producing activities. And that can be just connecting with 5 people about your story. Like, hey, check, if you haven't talked to them for 2 years, of course you want to catch up a little bit first, but just say, can I share with you something that's really worked for me with my health? I don't know if you've seen my posts, but I'd really like to share with you what Plexus has done for me. Do you have time to talk? Or however you want to do it, but just connecting somehow. Or can I send you a video that explains gut health or explains the gut health connection? Now we have the reset. We have that whole avenue. Do you feel like you need a metabolism reset? I mean, I don't know of anybody who would say no to that, right? And it just paves the way into our other products. So we have so many ways to connect with people. And one thing I think we do really well on our team is not copy paste, and spam a bunch of people with the same message, because I can feel that when I get it from somebody else. I can tell they've copy and pasted it. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, there was nothing personal about that message. I know darn well I'm 1 of 20 right now. And that's something we don't want anybody else to feel, right? So that's where we never insult anybody else's intelligence. We always tell you to work with the people where you're at in your relationship. And we give the samples that you can utilize and make it your own. So utilizing our tools, one of them is Kelly's ingredients throwdown, all of her videos. We are lucky to have that. And that's something you can utilize to educate people with our products. And usually people, after they get started, even still want some more education. So after they sign up, we don't stop kind of that conversation of, hey, do you want to watch a video about Probio 5 from Kelly Hulst? Or, just sending it to them, or tagging them in our healthy living guide where all those videos are. We want to constantly be educating them, because I always say when someone refers to our product says, well, I took the pill at this time and it didn't work. When they call it the pill, I just know they don't have a clue what they're putting in their mouth, do they? So I see a lot of people advertising right now about this purple pill or whatever it's called, Meta or whatever. And I reached out and just said, just curious, I do Plexus, but can you just tell me what's in it? And she didn't have a clue and didn't know where to find it. And, we don't want to be that way, right? So we have the tools set up, and we always can find our ingredients, and we know our ingredients are top of the line. And that's what we want to educate people about, is there's a lot of products out there, but what makes Plexus different? And we know it's because of the integrity of our medical advisory team and the company. So, and we have Kelly Hulst too with her videos. So they are amazing. So I did put out a messaging challenge. I don't know if you guys, has anyone utilized that? I think a few of you have. Andrea, you did. I'm going to share the screen.
Didn't you pass it already?
I don't think so. Nope, here it is.
One with Carrie Spratley. Oh no, this one.
Oh, no, the messaging challenge.
Oh, the messaging one. Okay, sorry.
Yep, that's okay. That was a posting challenge, which you guys did. Yay. I saw a bunch of you did that, but I was going to go back to this because this is where I struggled at the beginning of, what to say right away. Or, so this just kind of gave an example of, how you could connect with somebody about what this is. And one thing, I just listened to a podcast from Bob Heilig that was really good. And it was titled, "Are Your Prospects Tired of Social Media?" And it was really interesting listening to him because I've kind of felt this too. From a year ago, social media is changing as far as the business part of it. So what he said is you should be doing a lot less content and a lot more conversations that are intentional. And I thought that was really good. So it's a good podcast. I don't know if you guys listen to Bob Heilig, but he has great content in his podcast. He's called The Virtual Upline. So anyway, like I said, we always want to come from a place of that relationship piece. So here's just an example. Hello, I hope your summer is going great and not too fast. Or you can put in, hey, I saw you went to, Wisconsin Dales. How was it? Just some kind of conversation. I always say connect with the heart first before we connect with the head with, what a sales mentality type thing. So, and then I wanted to keep you in the loop with a brand new system that Plexus just launched. I'm not sure if you've seen my posts, but it's the Plexus 3-day reset. It's a nutritionally supported fast to reset your metabolism and jumpstart your health goals. My first reset was a success. This is mine now, so you'd need to change this. Or if you haven't done it yet, you might say, I'm going to start mine Monday. You should do it too. However, it changes to be you, but 8 pounds and 2 inches. Yeah. So just kind of into my story. And then so you'd want to finish that with yours. Would you be open to check out some information if I sent it your way? And that's just a, nice way of asking. Step 2 is when they say yes to more information. Great. Check out this graphic and watch the super short video. It explains the reset that I did. I'll watch it with you and you let me know what intrigues you most. So you can change that or whatever. I always think it's kind of fun to say, I'll watch it with you. It's 3 minutes. Can I check in with like 5 minutes? If not, if they say no, it's like, how about tomorrow morning? Just find a time that works where they can actually be intentional and watch what you sent. This graphic, now I sent it the first couple and then now I haven't been sending it. So I changed my wording now I took out graphic and now I'm just sending the video because I felt like the graphic with the price right away kind of turns people off. I hate to talk about price right away because I think you have to offer the value first before you get to the price point, because nothing is worth anything unless you understand, why they need it. Will it help me solve my problems, right? So that's where step 3 is really key, after they share what intrigues them the most. Yes, doesn't a reset sound good? You could add more about metabolism boost. Hello, something like that. Be kind of yourself. Beyond weight loss, this reset is more of a setup because it kickstarts long-term results. I don't want to help you get a quick fix. This is about equipping you for continued healing. It's designed to flow right into the Plexus product regimen, gut health, weight loss, general health. You can get the restart as part of a VIP welcome pack and get a full 33 days of product for yourself. It's an amazing deal that way. Tell me what you most relate to from this graphic and I can help match you to what would be the best fit for your goals and concerns, or even changing this to, I think I changed it on a couple. Are you open to looking at a graphic to pick out some symptoms that are troublesome for you? I kind of changed it up as I went because I thought, how you write something and then you read it and then the next day you read it and go, oh, I didn't like how that sounded. So I've kind of tweaked things on how I've sent them to people, and we get better with practice, but the only way we're going to get better is if we practice, right? And then step 4, after getting goals, concerns to build their value, depending on what their issues are, for welcome pack recommendations or using the health quiz link. So that's another thing you can say, I can send you a health quiz link as well. And let's just see what is recommended. And then I usually have people screenshot it and send it back to me. But if you're sitting in person, you don't have to do all this, right? It's very different, but social media makes it a way that we have to just be going back and forth, right? So I gave an example of, okay, the triplex weight loss basic custom welcome pack reset would make the most sense to start. You can get the welcome pack and have a full 33 days of products for sale for only $189. It's an amazing deal. I'm confident with this combo, you'll be feeling like your best self in no time. Plus you get a free access to our brand new Pivotal, Fitness on Demand, healthy meals, grocery lists, and more. It's really the total health makeover. So many of us need. What questions do you have for me? Now I changed this around too. I put what questions do you have for me at the end instead of in the middle. So if you are ready to get going right now, or you wouldn't have to say right now, if you're ready to get started, I have that coupon code for you to get 10% off. And then do you have any questions? Or how does this sound? Or what do you think? Whatever sounds good to you, make it be you. So that's just kind of a foundation of the send, share, invite. So if someone's not interested in the reset, you can send a video on the triplex that Kelly did, or a video on our gut brain connection, or the microbiome video. There's just a lot of different ways you can have those conversations. But with social media, not everybody sees your posts. Not everybody's on social media anymore. So making your list of 100 people and get in touch with 5 a day, at least 5 a day, and having a conversation, an intentional conversation. Passive working the business is posting and praying. And that's just posting and hoping that they reach out to you. That's kind of in the past, because it's not going to happen. It will eventually, maybe, if they see your posts, but are you reaching out and saying, hey, I thought of you today. How are you? Just start there and see where it leads to. A lot of times you don't even have to bring it up, and they'll say, hey, I've been seeing that you're on some health products, or how are you? And then that leads into you saying, you know what, I feel like I'm in the best health I've ever been. And I'm just thrilled. And I bet it comes up, like they'll say, well, what are you doing? It's just a natural conversation. Health is something we always talk about with everybody. So this messaging challenge, I'm going to keep up here for you guys to use. I might be adding in some more graphics. I made a couple graphics, and now I found some new ones as well. So I'll just add to that probably tonight that I've been using. As far as message examples, if you attend Motivation Monday, if you go into your virtual office and look in your business resources, there's tons of them there to run off. If you have not gone in and done your new brand ambassador start here and printed off everything, that's something to keep in a binder so that you have those tools. Not saying you need them every day, but they're there for you. Another, this every Sunday night, we're going to be posting. A lot of people say, I don't know what to post about. So this is just a nice little tool that gives you some ideas to do some quirky things to post about too. But posting about your life, people are interested in that. So don't think that it's not interesting to others. And then of course, our orange box posting, that's going to be continuous. That's so fun that it's just something we're going to always be doing. If you haven't found all of the albums, in the albums, here's where I have a lot of resources for you, and also in the files. So I've tried to clean out most of the ones that don't pertain anymore. So even here is follow-up conversations that maybe people that were interested at one point and aren't, was totally thinking of you and realized that I hadn't heard where you landed with Plexus. The month is closing, and now is time to grab one of those welcome pack offers we discussed. Think out loud for me so I can help you with either more info or a next step. And here's just some great little conversation that you can say, for following up for people that were interested but decided not to, because it usually takes 12 to 20 times of touching base with people before you find out whether they say yes or moving forward. Our new welcome packs are here, our pivotal work times. I don't have mine in there, probably should. I posted it, and then our steps for signing up with the reset is there.
Marla, that graphic that you shared in our previous one about the 3 steps to sharing your referral link, the long skinny ones, where's that at?
I just got it today. I had my VA make it today, so I haven't put it anywhere. I put it
I
in.
love it.
So I'll put that in here somewhere in the albums.
Yep.
Okay, so it'll probably be, I don't know where I'll put it.
Put it with those conversation pieces, the ones with the bubbles, the word bubbles that you just showed, those.
Here. Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
What to say from the beginning. This is a good one. Follow-up conversation ideas. Well, maybe I'll just make a new one with ideas to share your referral link.
Yeah.
Because you can see it pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is something, this has everything. I mean, product consistency tips. You could take this graphic and send it to your new VIPs. When they start the skincare, just some great little pointers. Experiencing the die-off or detox. There's another little one. Plexus Perks details. How to find your referral link to share to friends. Send that. Referral bonuses. Of course, they're different every quarter. So this, I haven't updated this since we posted it, but if you go to our my July 1st post, our incentives or referral bonuses are there. Okay, so you could replace that. Use your referral link to earn product credit, how to upgrade to ambassador. Use your 3 free sample credits on your app. So once you're a brand ambassador, they get that free app, which is all in your new ambassador start here steps. Did you know? That's just content. VIP, product of the month, you earn extra 50 perks. And here's another upgrading one from a VIP to a brand that's a little more detailed. It's a newer one that I thought was a little better than the other one. So like I said, there's a buffet of tools and they're all great. It's just kind of deciding what works for you and maybe keeping a folder of that on your phone, or you just kind of figure out what works for you. And that's just, I've tweaked it so many times over 7 years. Have you guys tweaked what you do a little bit too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, utilizing work time is important. And are there other times that would be better for work time that you guys, because work time that for a lot of us that show up, say me and Andrea, Kelly Hall show up, we don't need somebody to go through steps and what to do. We know what we're doing. But if for brand new people, you need to learn the steps. Oh, I didn't show the IPA sheets. I was going to share that. The IPA sheets too, figuring out what IPA sheets work for you. This is, you know, what you want to do in the AM, just kind of your planning tool. Some use their planners, morning routine, prayer as a post. Did you post on social media? Perks, is there anyone to follow up with their perks? People, my personal business, who to follow up with, nurture, or business. That's what the F and B is for. And then popcorn is when you have a bigger team, you're kind of popping all over to help people. But also then like making new friends on social media, that's another thing to think about, you know, requesting to be friends with new people so that they start seeing your posts, and you never know, they might be looking for something as well. And here are our other, this is at IPA time blocking, working to silver. This is shared in our virtual office a long time ago. So that's another tool in our 90-day, once you have a team to keep track of where they're at, this is where you can put their goals. So that's some, I have a lot of other ones that I've shared. If you search in the post in the group, just put IPA, a lot of different forms will come up. So there's many different ways to utilize your work time. But the main thing is to connect with people, post, message, follow up once you have customers, and just keep growing yourself and digging in and leaning into the tools that we have. It's already past 10. I was going to quick read something before we do. Any questions about anything? This is from a book called The 5 a.m. Club. It's really good. Doesn't mean you have to get up at 5 a.m. It just has some great thoughts. But each of you has a call on your lives. Every one of you carries an instinct for excellence within your spirits. No one no one needs to stay frozen in average and succumb to the mass mediocrization of behavior evident in society, along with the collective deprofessionalization of business so apparent in industry. Limitation is nothing more than a mentality that too many good people practice daily until they believe it's a reality. It breaks my heart to see so many potentially powerful human beings stuck in a story about why they can't be extraordinary professionally and personally. You need to remember that your excuses are seducers, your fears are liars, and your doubts are thieves. Living the same week a few thousand times is called, and calling it a life. I need to tell you that too many among us die at 30 and are buried at 80. So I do get you. You hope things would be different, more interesting, more exciting, more fulfilling, special, and magical. It leads into more of that. You too have been denied many of your most inspired childhood dreams. You too have been hurt by people you trusted. You too have had your ideas and ideals destroyed. You too have had your innocent heart devastated, leaving your life decimated, like a ruined country after ambitious foreign invaders infiltrated it. No matter where you are on the pathway of your life, please don't let the pain of an imperfect past hinder the glory of your fabulous future. You are so much more powerful than you may currently understand. If you sense your life's a mess right now, it's simply because your fears are just a little stronger than your faith. With practice, you can turn down the volume of the voice of your scared self and increase the tone of your most triumphant side. The truth is that every challenging event you've experienced, each toxic person that you've encountered, and all the trials you've endured have been perfect preparation to make you into the person that you now are. You needed these lessons to activate the treasures, talents, and powers that are now awakening within you. Nothing was an accident. Zero was a waste. You are definitely exactly where you need to be to begin the life of your most supreme desires, one that can make you an empire builder along with the world changer and perhaps even a history maker. Ideas are worth nothing unless backed by application. The smallest of implementations is always worth more than the grandest of intentions. And if being an amazing person and developing a legendary life was easy, everyone would be doing it. And yeah, it's just a lot of great quotes in here that just make you really think twice about being scared. So faith over fear, helping others overcome that is part of our journey. So we get to do that. Isn't it fun? Like I saw Kelly, Brittany posted for the first time. I mean, that took a lot of, how did that go? I mean, coaching or was she open to it right away?
Are you talking about today's?
Yeah.
I posted it. She didn't want to, but I asked her permission if I could do it.
Awesome.
So she had talked about this gal that you were talking about too, that she's been, visiting with a couple people. So yeah, I'm excited for her. I think she would be just a rock star at this because she's just, she's so confident in what she's doing now because she never thought she could do it and she's doing it.
I know.
So, I'm proud of her.
And that's a good thing you brought that up because when people don't want to post themselves, ask if you can for them. Because their story matters. And that's going to be a way for them to reach others with your help. So yeah, that's great. All right. Is there anything else, ladies? It's late.
Thank you for all the work you put in those albums and those files. That's fantastic.
Well, that's been there for a while, honey. I just keep adding.
Yeah, but even cleaning it out, because when I've been in there, it almost is overwhelming.
Well, it is. And then there's some pieces where it's like, if I want to take a lot out, but then I'm like, what if somebody misses it? So it really ends up being, you just have to think of it as a buffet, and we never can eat everything on a buffet, right? So yeah. All right. Any questions about anything? There's some stuff in the chat here. Hold on. Oh, yay. Lots of good things. Erica has a good friend sharing and signing her first person up. Yay. Lisa's waiting to get her reset. Oh, Andrea wants to share her IPA. She's off now. What's the title? Oh, of the book, 5 a.m. Club. Okay. Yeah, so hop on a work time Zoom just to kind of get a feel for what they're doing at 6 a.m. And then if you want to get a feel for what I'm doing, I'm just following the 7 Ps plan. If that's, and then tweaking it if people don't like that plan. I mean, you have to make it be, you have to meet them where they're at. For somebody that's never shared a post, it's going to look different in the work time than it is for somebody that's a Sapphire or somebody that's a Ruby. So it's just getting people confident to doing the small action steps of sharing and connecting, working consistently, and not thinking magically a post will get you to a
Mhm.
consistent income. So,
Mhm.
all right. I'm excited for next week. I feel like we have lots to talk about before then, which I'm sure we'll be chatting up a storm. So
Absolutely.
if you guys haven't sent to people individually, that you can even take the link that you were sent and just say, hey, I don't know if you saw this text. It came from Marla's, but if you can even get to 1 or 2 things, some people thought if they clicked on it, it was all or none. So I had them just, no, you could just come to lunch, I said, or do 1 or 2 things. So make it work for them. And all right.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much. Okay, bye.
Good night.